Hey, welcome to Slay the Spire. Today we're playing the daily challenge for May 9th, 2025. The character of the Defect and the modifiers are specialized. Start with 5 copies of a single card. Control Chaos, start with Frozen Eye. At the start of return, add 10 random cards to the bottom of the draw pile. At deadly events, question mark room can now contain elites, but also more likely to contain treasure rooms. I think with specialized and only one color, I probably will try to go for collector bonuses. I am not seeing any family names in the top 20. Peltz is here with 1363. Okay, that gives me some hope, although Peltz is usually somebody who removes the duplicates if they're not great. Although 5 copies of Glacier is great. Okay, this time I will take a Blizzard, because I think the last time I went for an Orb deck, I wished I had a Blizzard, and there was one Blizzard where Ole pointed out with Tunnel Vision, I just didn't see it and didn't play it, so let's try to pick up a Blizzard now. With all those Frost Orbs, it might be a lot of fun. Alright, 2 lead path on both the... no, just the left. Right, I can't get a 2 lead path going for the right lead. The paths merge here. After that point, I only have 1 question mark. Up until that point, I'll get 3. Okay, that's a little disappointing, but fine. Although, with deadly events, is there a path if I skip the guaranteed elite? So if I get 3 question mark rooms here, then this elite, and then instead of turning right, giving me 1 elite and 1 question mark room, if I turn left, I mean. If I turn right, I'll get 3 question mark rooms. Let me get to that elite and then decide. Usually I try to at least have 3 more question mark rooms, so I'm not sure if it's worth it. Let's double defend here and then do strike. Okay. It's a shame that I didn't have any of my glaciers on turn 1. Alright. Another 7. I think I'll do dual cast. That's not quite enough. Let's just do another glacier. Okay. And then maybe I'll get a blizzard. No. Alright. Would be fun to have a blizzard at this point. Let me recycle the creative AI, then do scrape. Wow, alright. Fusion capacitor. I should have probably played the capacitor first. Yeah, that way I would have had an extra frost orb, I guess. With the extra energy, I have the stack. Let's do storm 1, storm 2, the stack, and then the chaos. Okay. Actually, the chaos give me a frost orb, right? Alright, and then let's do barrage. Beautiful. Okay. Got a fair in the bottle, which I probably don't need. Streamline, leap, or stack. Stack might be useful, although it will show up early on, so it's not that useful. Maybe I'll take the streamline to counterbalance all these skills that I have. Remove a card. I'm probably safe to... no, let's take the gold. Yeah, I will try to go for collector bonuses, so... and, okay, fine. Here I got a free card removal, so let's remove the duplicate, or one of the glaciers. I don't need that many. Okay. Alright, Spike Slime. Well, at least I can fully defend. Okay. If I had 2 attacks, I would have targeted the Spike Slime, but... alright, another 5. Let's do dual cast. Alright, and then 2 strikes. Okay. And then with weakness, I will need 2 more strikes or a streamline. Okay. Alright, Steam Barrier, Beam Cell, Compile Driver. I will take the Compile Driver because of the Frost Orbs. And then here I got the Cultist. Let's do Compile Driver and then 2 strikes. Okay. Would like another Glacier here. Yep, let's do Glacier and Strike. I really desperately need attack cards for the upcoming Elite, right? Here, let's do Dual Cast and a Streamline. Beautiful. Alright, Recycle Bullseye, White Noise. I will take the White Noise just because I need attacks. Final boss is the Slime Boss. So, I am thinking that going on the right would also increase the chance of me being able to get Mystery Machine, and it will give me a shop at the end, whereas the path on the left, I think I'll go on the right. Actually, I guess I can go left and then turn right, right? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Could have considered upgrading something. No, I think here I'll do Glacier. Compile Driver will be me. No, I think I'll take a Glacier next turn and then dual cast. That might be enough. So let's not draw stuff with Compile Driver. Instead, let's just do a regular strike. Okay. Alright, so here I have the Glacier. Okay, 6, 8. That is 18, so I don't need to play the dual cast. Let's just do a regular strike. Okay. And then there's another Glacier coming up. There's a Defragment. It's going to take a while to get to it, though. So if I can get card draw going, that would be great. Alright, so here I have to play... actually, I don't have to play the Glacier. It might be better to do Streamline and Defend. Okay, then there is a chance I might just get rid of the backliner. Bullseye, Claw, but then I will need a defensive card. There's Overclock and a Buffer. That's not going to be enough, right? Okay, let's do Claw here, then do Overclock. Actually, if I do Bullseye, I can fully defend with the Buffer, okay? And then the turn after I had a Defragment, right, which would allow me to be fully defended. All right. I can... do I want Bias Ignition? No. I don't know what to do here. Let's recycle the Force Field, then do Defragment. I don't think I'll do Fusion. All right. Because I'm fully defended now, every turn, I'll speed this up. I'll be right back with a victory. Alright, that was not too difficult. We got Molten Egg, one of the add an attack into deck upgraded. A Smoke Bomb Potion, which I probably don't need. Agate would be really good. Now I just need card draw. Alright, should I upgrade that aggregate? Not the worst idea. I think a streamline upgrade is also nice. Let's upgrade the aggregate first. I can't really think of anything better to upgrade, so... Alright, here I got the lice. Alright, let's start with a glacier, and I'm fully defended. Let's do zap. Okay. Alright, beautiful. One down. Okay. Actually, if I get a streamline, I could get rid of another one. Yep, I can do aggregate, streamline you, bullseye, and then glacier, get the lightning orb up front. And then I will just need to deal a little bit of damage with the dual cast. Beautiful. Alright, Glacier, Beam Cell, Rebound. I already have the Glacier. Between Beam Cell and Rebound, I don't know. I guess I'll take Beam Cell. I have some high cost cards, so having some more zero cost cards. Yeah, let's go on the right. I'll get an extra question mark room to help with Mr. Machine. That'll also get my question mark room count up to 6 rather than 4. And there's a chance I might get an elite out of that. We got gold-plated cables. Your rightmost orb triggers its passive in additional time, which is great. And then here I got a shop, which is unfortunate because I have another shop coming up, and I'm not able to afford the wing boots. That is actually really tough. I will take the Doom and Gloom for some AoE damage and a Dark Orb. And then I guess I can do Sweeping and Reinforced Body. But yeah, not happy that I got a shop here. If I knew it was going to be... Actually, chances are if I had gone on the left, it would have also been a shop. But who knows, maybe I would have had more gold by then. Let's do Bullseye and 2 strikes. Okay. Alright, 18. Doom and Gloom. Yeah, let's do Doom and Gloom, then Dual Cast. Okay. Alright, got a Strength Potion, Darkness, Charge Battery, Turbo. I think Turbo is not a bad idea. Let's take it. And then here I can upgrade... The Doom and Gloom is already upgraded, right? Should I upgrade the Bullseye? I don't know. Let's upgrade the Streamline just to have a good attack card. Okay. Alright, I was really hoping this was an elite, otherwise this path would have not have been worth it. Should I do Aggregate? Let's plan ahead. Next turn I do have Glacier and a Reinforced Body. I could do that, but then the turn after I'll be in trouble. On the other hand, if I wait, I'll wake it up this turn. I will still have the Glacier. I think it's safer to wait here. Well, yeah, let's wait. Alright, sorry about that. I restarted just to not lose time. I lost a little bit of time there. Alright, let's do Glacier, get some Frost Orbs here. Okay. And then this turn, I can wake it up with the Doom and Gloom. Let's do Beam Cell. Should I do Compile Driver? No, I need the Glacier next turn, right? So let's not do Compile Driver. Okay. Instead, do a Strike. Alright. Okay, so here I should do Glacier. That allows me to be fully defended, then gold-plated cables will trigger the Dark Orb. Do I have a way to evoke that Dark Orb next turn? Yes, with the Glacier. And there's also double energy, but only if I draw things. I could also... No, let's actually do Bullseye here. Yep. That way I will deal, what, 50% more? 36 damage? That's not going to be enough though, right? Well, Glacier is going to be enough to allow me to be fully defended, right? Yep, beautiful. And that is 18 exactly. Let's do Strike. I should have done double energy. Could have played the heat sinks there. Okay, and I just need 22 more damage. So look at that. I can play the Blizzard. Let's do that. And then Doom and Gloom. Awesome. All right, perfect. This one, very happy with that. We got Regal Pillow, one of you arresting an additional 15 HP, Darkness, Force Field, Equilibrium. If I had powers, Force Field would have been really nice, but I don't have any powers at the moment. So I guess I'll take the Equilibrium instead. And then, you know what? I don't have enough gold for a shop to be worth it at this point, so let's just do a regular fight here. Alright, let's do Bullseye, Dual Cast, Turbo, Glacier, and that's enough. Okay. Another 10 I can kill with my attacks, right? Beautiful. Alright, so we got a Block Potion, which I probably don't need the Fair in a Bottle. Let's take the Block Potions. Let's take this Charge Barrage or go for the Ice. I mean, sometimes Barrage can be useful. It is pre-upgraded, so it might be nice. And then, honestly, I have no idea what to upgrade. Should I start upgrading my Glaciers or Reinforced Body? Let's upgrade the Reinforced Body. Yep, maybe upgrade the Turbo next. I don't know. I really need some card draw with the Aggregate that I have. Alright, let's do what's coming up next turn. I will have trouble dealing damage, so I think I'll deal as much damage. You know what? I'm going to drink the Strength Potion too. Yeah, I'm a little worried that I might not be able to deal enough damage before the first big attack. Let's do Compile Driver will draw me the Streamline. No, I want the Streamline next turn with the Aggregate. So I'm not going to do Compile Driver. Let's do 2 strikes instead. Luckily, the Lightning Orb, thanks to gold-plated cables, is dealing 6 damage. Okay, so here, let's do Aggregate, Streamline, Glacier, then do Barrage. Okay, this is actually not a bad split value, 34. Alright. And Backlander is attacking. Luckily, I do have some good AoE damage cards. Let's do Sweeping Beam, Doom and Gloom. With the Beam Cell. Alright, beautiful. Okay. And then a Zap. Alright, yeah. I'm not sure if I needed a Strength Potion, but it was better to be safe. Here, let's do Bullseye, and maybe just need another attack card, like a Rainbow. Beautiful. Alright, perfected this one. Seek, Rainbow, Amplify. Alright, I'm gonna try to go for Pauper, even though Seek would have been really nice. Should I take Seek and remove it in Act 3? Because if I get something like Tempest, then I can Seek the Aggregate Tempest and, no, I think I'll try to go for Popper and not even risk it. Snecko Eye is interesting. So I have, 1, 4, so 5, 6, 7. 7 more than 1 cost cards, and then only 2 0 cost cards. So it seems like Snecko Eye would be better. I don't want Pandora's Box. I probably don't want Sozu either. But if I take Pandora's Box, it might increase the chance of getting more collector bonuses. And all my attacks would get upgraded. You know what? I'm going to risk Pandora's Box. If I pick up, transform all strikes in defense. So I am getting 1 rare card. Okay, I can handle that. I can easily remove that. I also got a good block card with Boot Sequence. I got a Defragment. A second Streamline. That's the only duplicate. All right, so yeah, let's try to remove the Court Search. I think this was actually very lucky. If I didn't realize if I had gotten more rare cards, that would have been a big problem. 1, 2. 2 lead path on the right. That one has an early shop, and then 1, 2. Wow, just 2 question mark rooms. That's a low. If I go on the left, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 with the shop. 5 question mark rooms. That's still kind of low. But if I go on the right and then turn left, no. So wait, on the right I had just the 2 early question mark rooms, right? Yeah. None afterwards. I think, once again, I will... Actually, in this case, I'm trading 3 question mark rooms for a guaranteed lead. Let's go on the left. That brings the total question mark room count up to 11, too. Increase in chance of getting Mr. Machine. Let's try that. Okay. I am curious if other people took the same path or not, though. Alright, let's do Core Search, Bullseye, Boot Sequence, Scrape. Okay, and then Beam Cell. Alright. And then thanks to the artifact, I won't get the debuff, which is great. Let's do Streamline, Compile Driver. Okay, should have played the Defragment. Actually, the enemy will be dead with the Eagle Plate Cable, so nice turn. Or I can speed this up with another Streamline. Good. Got a Power Potion, Streamline number 3. Let's take it. Alright, I might get another collector bonus for that. Here I got the birds. Okay, let's do Boot Sequence, Scrape. Actually, I know exactly what's coming up. Yeah, Scrape will give me a Turbo, which might be useful. Let's do Turbo, Glacier, Compile Driver. Then Sweeping Beam, get this bird to the ground. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I would like to play the Doom and Gloom here, and then also, I guess I don't have multi-hit attacks, unfortunately. Darkness is probably not that useful. Let's do Beam Cell. I think I'll do Glacier, just to defend a little bit, and then, yeah, might as well do Darkness, why not? Okay. Backlash gaining strength. Alright, so lots of incoming here. There is a Doom and Gloom, that alone is not going to be enough. I think I'll do, yeah, let's do Bullseye, Doom and Gloom. Okay, yeah, definitely taking some damage here, which is fine, I guess. Yeah, I shouldn't be too sad about it. Okay. Alright, here I can do Go for the Eyes, Glacier. No, that was enough to kill. Beautiful. Right. And then should I wait for overkill here? Because, if I gain some block... No, I feel like I should be able to get overkill in some other fight. Alright, Leap, Storm, Beam Cell. Upgraded Storm is tempting. I don't have that many powers, but I could make this a power deck. It's a little late to make it a power deck. Let's take a second Beam Cell first. I might get a collector bonus on that. I don't want to lose Crack Core, or... Actually, I don't want to red card, so let's skip this at all. Okay. And then here I got the Slavers. Oh, that was a question mark on Elite Fight. Alright. No real chance of defending against 27 though, right? Let's do Boot Sequence. That was a misclick. I'm going to reload because that was actually a misclick. I was going to play the Glacier. And then, unfortunately, I mean, I don't think this is going to give me a chance to perfect still, but I shouldn't misclick here. Yep. Alright, so I need 27. Yeah, I need to play the Charge Battery too, and that is barely enough. And unless, yeah, I don't think I can draw anything useful next turn to allow me to perfect. 27 again. Let's do Beam Cell Turbo. Scrape is going to give me a Beam Cell again. Alright. Okay, let's do Doom and Gloom. Yeah, still not going to be enough, right? Glacier, Beam Cell. Yeah, nothing I can do. Alright, fine. I tried. I don't know what I needed in this deck. Well, if I had a rare cards and if I had a buffer, that would have been enough, but without it. Let's do... I think Glacier gets rid of the backliner and also gives me some good block. Let's do the Fragment first, then Glacier. Okay. Alright, so I'm getting 9 block every turn. I actually wonder if I should try to get overkill here. Do I have a way to get a Dark Orb? Not really. There's a buffer coming up, though. Let's do Bullseye, Barrage, and... Oh, I should have done the Glacier. Why did I not do that? Oh, wow. I really messed up. I could have played the Aggregate there, too. Yeah, small mistake here. Okay. Alright, let's do Double Energy, Chill, Melter, Buffer. Okay. Just need to deal 4 more damage on this guy. There is a darkness. Hang on, let's do aggregate darkness. If I do meteor strike, I will lose my dark orb, so let's not do that. Instead, so I'm getting 9 block every turn, right? So yeah, let's try to get this dark orb up front, and I still have the buffer, right? Okay, there is a double energy cold snap. Yeah, I think I'll speed this up. I'll be back when I'm ready to deal 100 damage, hopefully. Okay, I end up with 170 on the dark orb because I had 3 loops and then the gold plate cables. I got the loops thanks to the Seek there. So I got overkill easily there. We got Unseen Top. Whenever you have no cards in hand during your turn, draw a card. That might allow me to get combo. Let's take another Doom and Gloom here. Okay. Alright, and then here, let's see. Can I get another curse? Okay, I got a capacitor. I'm not complaining. I could take a parasite. Claw, Hyper Beam. I don't think I want a Hyper Beam. I could take a Swift Strike, but should I try to get a parasite? No. Which one was a Claw? I forget. Was it this one? It was. Okay, fine. Let's take it. All right. Could have theoretically had a curse here, but I think it's fine to not have the one there. Let's see. Next, I should probably upgrade the... Actually, let's upgrade the turbo. Yeah, now that I have the Unseen Top, having lots of energy with the agate might allow me to easily get combo. All right, here I should probably focus on cards, right? Alex Shine is going to be really hard, so let's take another Barrage, Compile Driver to Fragment. And, you know what? Let's take Recursion as well. Why not? I could also, you know what? I probably don't need the Smoke Bomb. Let's grab the Swift Potion. That might make a difference. Okay. Alright, and here I got another question mark room elite fight. Book of Stabbing. Good. I do have the Boot Sequence. That alone is not going to be enough. There's a Defragment next turn. Let's do Boot Sequence. I think I'll do Equilibrium and then Capacitor. Okay. Actually, I should have done Equilibrium and then kept the Boot Sequence for this turn. Luckily here I do have the Glacier. Let's do that. That's not quite enough. I want to drink the Block Potion, Compile Drive another Glacier. Alright, let's drink the Block Potion. Not happy that I have to do that, but fine. Let's do Beam Cell, and then Defragment or Barrage? No, let's do Defragment. Okay. Alright, another 21. There is a turbo here. I can do 2 Glaciers. Wait, is 1 enough? 12, 7 is 19. Okay, it's not enough. Compile Driver will give me Darkness, Reinforced Body. Yeah, you know what? Let's get some Frost Drops up front. This way I'll have 6 times 3, 18 block. And then Compile Driver only gives me Darkness, which, yeah, you know what? Let's play. Okay. Alright, 24. There's a Reinforced Body. I have 15 block. Another 9 is not going to... Oh, 9. Yeah, 1 energy Reinforced Body is enough. Let's do Compile Driver, then Core Surge Claw. And then, yeah, I have to do Reinforced Body here, right? Okay. Alright. Another 30. Ooh, this is getting tough. Scrape is not going to give me anything. If I draw 3 cards, it's not going to give me anything either. How do I do this? Can I kill here? If I do Beam Cell... Then Barrage. That's a good amount of damage. Sadly, not enough. I don't think there's anything I can do to defend, right? That's a bummer. I'm trying to think. If I did Doom and Gloom, that's 2 energy, not enough damage. Ah, man, that is unfortunate. What if I draw 3 cards and then play the Scrape? That's still not enough. There's no 0 cost coming up. Yeah, that's a bummer because I used the potion to be able to get through this, and unfortunately, it's not enough. Ah, that's a shame. Alright, not much I could have done here. Should I try to get combo? I think it might be difficult because I am dealing a lot of damage. Fine, fine. Natori, whenever you receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage, reduce it to 1, as well as a Swift Push, and another Swift Push, I should say, and another Sweeping Beam. I think that's number 3, right? Okay, I got Centennial Puzzle. The first time lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. Okay. Here, okay, here let's try to get combo, right? Let's do Boot Sequence, Glacier, Beam Cell, and I guess I'll do Dual Cast. Okay. So I have to be careful not to get a Dark Orb because that might make it difficult to get combo. Let's do Glacier here and then Barrage. Okay. I think I'll speed this up, right? It's going to be boring and I'm going to delay long enough so I can get combo. Can I get it now? I mean, let's try this. Let's do Turbo, Aggregate. Scrape is... Yeah, I mean, let's play it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9. Okay, I'm a little worried. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. 17. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, wait, I had 17, right? I think if I drink the Swift Potion, I can do 18, 19, and then 20. Okay, I hope that I didn't miscount that was actually 20 cards, because otherwise I would have wasted a potion for nothing. But I feel like that would have been enough. All right, let's do multicast to gain a bunch of energy back. I can do Doom and Gloom and Sweeping Beam. Yeah, all right, fine. Let's assume I got combo there. Reprogram, Cold Snap, Streamline. I already have a Streamline, right? I would love... Wait, I never sorted A to Z. Let's do that. Oh, I have 3 Streamlines. Never mind. Let's get a Collector's on the Streamline. Okay, it's a shame that it's so expensive, though. Going left for the guaranteed lead. Okay, another Slaver fight. Another fight where I don't really have a chance here, right? Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. All right, in that case, let's ignore perfecting this one and just try to do all. And final boss is the Collector. Okay. Yeah, I needed, I don't know, a rare card like a buffer. If I did go for rare cards, maybe I would have had a chance. Let's do Beam Cell 1, Beam Cell 2. Scrape will give me the Turbo, which might be worth it. I will lose the Aggregate, though, which is a shame. Let's do Turbo, Streamline. I can do Equilibrium, Defragment, and be fully defended. Good. Alright, I am still weakened here. Let's do Bullseye. No, I think I'll do Doom and Gloom, Charge Battery, and then play this. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay losing a little bit of HP. I think that's fine. Alright, here, let's do Sweeping Beam, Compile Driver. I could do Glacier to be fully defended. Why not? Oh, I should have played the Claw. No reason not to. I mean, I did pick it up into my deck, right? Alright, Streamline is enough to get a review, and I can do Recursion. And yeah, I don't think I need much to kill here. Just need 14 more damage, Cold Snap, Rebound, and that's enough. Beautiful. Got Strike, Dummy cards containing Strike, deal 3 additional damage, a Weakness Potion, and okay, now I think I'll take a Cold Snap. I don't think I really need a Recursion, although with the Dark Orb I have, Recursion is not going to be a horrible idea. Should I just do Equilibrium here? Let's do Equilibrium and Defragment. Sure. Save the boot sequence for next turn. Okay. 18. Let's do Glacier, Boot Sequence, then Barrage. Alright. Then Claw. Okay. A little worried that I'm a little low on AoE damage cards. I guess it's just a Doom and Gloom and the Sweeping Beam, right? Now, speaking of, alright, let's do Doom and Gloom. No, Dual Cast first, then Doom and Gloom. Alright, then Compile Driver. Sweeping Beam, Turbo, Charge Battery. Capacitor is fine. I'm not counting cards because I'm very convinced that I already got combo. There's a Scrape, and Fusion, and Zap. I mean, playing a lot of cards is useful just to try to deal damage, right? Streamline, beautiful. Alright, got another Weakness Potion, which I'll skip. Capacitor, Double Energy, Loop. Double Energy is tempting. I don't have a Capacitor. I do have one Capacitor. Alright, let's take a second one then. Alright, here... I'm not sure what to upgrade. Defragment? Yeah, let's upgrade the powers. So, oh, actually, the Boot Sequence should be the next thing to upgrade. Yeah. Alright, and not an elite. We got Ink Bottle. Whenever you play 10 cards, draw 1 card. And then here, let's upgrade that Boot Sequence, which is down here. I have to remember to still remove 1 Core Search, right? I can't finish this fight without any rare, with any rare cards. Alright, speaking of Core Search, let's start with the Core Search, then do Streamline. I do wonder if I play the Fusion, but I think I should be fine without it. Luckily, I'm not being attacked here. That's good. Let's do Turbo, Equilibrium, Glacier, and Capacitor. And I'll save the Reinforced Body for next turn. I might consider drinking the Power Potion. When is my aggregate coming up? Wow. Wow, very late. Okay, that might be a problem. Let me see what the Power Potion gives me. Storm, Echo Form, Creative AI. If only I had the Creative AI a little sooner. I don't think I can really draw anything. I do have a Weakness Potion. I don't think there's much I can do here, right? The best I can do defensively is to do Glacier. Reinforced Body will draw me the Claw. That doesn't really do anything. I could throw the Weakness Potion. Does it even make a difference? So I have 41 incoming. I have 8 plus 6, 24. Throwing the Weakness Potion is 6 less, so 35. No. Out of curiosity, I'm going to replay, I'm going to drink the Power Potion at the very beginning, because having that Echo Form and being able to duplicate the Glacier might make a big difference. I should have realized that I didn't really have. Actually, I should have looked ahead at the beginning, realized that my aggregate is very low, and then because of that, decided to drink the Power Potion first. It still does me interestingly different cards here, but it still gives me an Echo Form, alright? And then, should I also do Fusion? That is not a bad idea. Actually, I should do Glacier. This is tough. Wait, I know next turn I'm not being attacked, but attacked, and I still have the Reinforced Body, right? So yeah, let's do Fusion here. I think that's better. Okay. All right, so I'm not being attacked here, and whatever I play, I will play twice. So why don't I just play the Equilibrium twice? Okay. Then do Glacier for extra energy, and then and wait. Yep. Okay. This might actually work. All right. So here I have lots of incoming, but I can duplicate the Glacier here. No, let's duplicate the Glacier for sure. That gives me energy too. Then do Turbo Capacitor. Then do Recursion, and I still have the Reinforced Body. Yeah, I think that is the key here. Let's do Beam Cell, Claw, Bullseye. I don't think I'll do Dual Cast. I still am retaining my hand, right? Wait, so I needed 41. I have 40. One short. No, 42 thanks to Gold Plate Cable. So let's keep the Reinforced Body for next turn. That won't have extra energy left for next turn. Luckily, I'm not being attacked, though. That's good. Double up on the Glacier again. Or I can just kill this guy with double up Cold Snap. Let's do that. That might be better. All right. And I can do a Barrage here. And then Compile Driver to get rid of the other minion. I still have to wait for the aggregate. Should I Capacitor? Capacitor might be better. Because I can get rid of this minion whenever I want to, pretty much. Okay. I hopefully won't get attacked this turn. And no, I am being attacked. All right. So I think the best thing... Wait, what if I... hang on. Aggregate is coming up very late. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can get. I can only get to the Beam Cell at most, right? There's nothing else I can do. So I think double up on the Charged Battery. That's not even close to being enough. Yeah, double up on the Charged Battery. Then do Doom and Gloom. That's the best I can do. What if I do Defragment? What if I throw the Weakness Potion? 23 plus 15. I still need to get rid of this guy. I have a Barrage, right? So if I play the Defragment... That's 18, 28. Okay, wait. And then if I drink the Swift Potion and get rid of this guy with a Barrage, I am fully defended, right? Okay, alright. So if I had to use all my potions, this does require a change of my thumbnail, though. Double up on the Agate, and now I think I should have fun. Just for fun, let's also count cards. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... I mean, I have plenty of energy, right? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, so I definitely was able to get a combo here very easily. And I can still keep going. All right, because it's a little bit boring, I will speed this up. I'll be right back. Oh, wow. I probably played like 40 cards that turn, if not more. All right. I was able to break this one with the reload. Thunderstrike, Fish, and Amplify. Thunderstrike would be great because of the strike dummy, but I don't have that many lightning orbs. Also, wait. I'm going for Popper, so let's not take any of these. I'll probably take the Column Bell here. Pick up, obtain a unique curse and 3 relics. Okay. Gives me Curse of the Bell, as well as Soaring Thopter. Reviews a potion, heal 5 HP. Pantograph at the start boss combat, heal 25 HP. And Giria, you can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times. All right. Got the Time Meter at the end. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. There's a 3 guaranteed lead path. That one will have 1, 2, 3, 4 question mark rooms, which is enough for the Mr. Machine modifier. If I skip an elite, for example, instead of going left, go right, I can't really get more question mark rooms. If I go in the right, no, I think that's the best path, and it also gives me Mr. Machine. The only problem is, I don't really have a shop unless... Actually, no, I don't have to skip this question mark room. Yeah, I'll just go for the shop there to remove the Core Surge to try to still go for get Popper. Alright, so here, let's start with Beam Cell 1, Beam Cell 2, Cold Snap, Streamline, and Boot Sequence. Okay. Oh, I forgot about the Unseen Top. Could have used that. Alright. Okay, here let's do Sweeping Beam. That is not enough to get rid of the backliner. Alright. Let's do Compile Driver. Get the Claw. Okay. Scrape is... No. Let's save the... Let's keep... Oh, but next turn I have the Curse of Adult, so I can't really use the Agate. Can I just draw 2 cards? I can't really. That's a bummer. Alright, you know what? In that case, let's do Scrape just to get rid of all the cards. And then, yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't go for Curses because that will ruin my aggregate. And that I sort of need it at the moment. Alright, here I think I'll do AoE damage, even though I will take a bunch of damage myself. Let's do Doom and Gloom Sweeping Beam. Probably should have done the Sweeping Beam first in case it gave me something good. Okay. Alright, I'm losing more HP than I'd like here. Let's do Streamline. Wait, no, Turbo, then Streamline, Equilibrium, Glacier, and... Oh, I can't do Capacitor, that's fine. Okay. And then here, Barrage is enough to get rid of you, and then I can... Wait. Oh, for some reason I thought the Fusion would be enough. No, instead let's do Bullseye and Compile Driver. Okay. Oh, and I still take damage. I messed up a little bit here. Alright, let's do Boot Sequence, Equilibrium, Defragment. Okay. Wow, alright. I started with 75 HP and now I'm down to 37. That's not good at all. Let's do... I want to get rid of the backliner before I evoke my Dark Orb. Oh boy, a bunch of reprograms there, I guess. Let's do machine learning. I guess I'll do rainbow. No, this is frustrating. Let's do hello world. I guess I'll do reprogram. Okay. Alright, down through 36. Okay, equilibrium, finally something I want. Alright, let's do this, and then sweeping beam, play the boot sequence. Okay, at least now I'm dealing a good amount of damage to all enemies. Alright. Okay, this is not a good start to Act 3, I mean. Let's rebound the streamline, and that is not quite enough, but with the cheap streamline I should be able to kill... Oh wow, I still kept losing HP. Okay, not a good start here. Definitely not a good start. I meant to play the fusion there. Did I play a stack? Okay. Alright. Backliner is going to be bad, so let's just target this guy with a bullseye rebound core search. Wow, alright. Lost a lot of HP there. We got a cultist potion, thunder, sweeping, rip and tear. How many sweepings did I have? Just 2. Alright, let's take a third one. Okay. And then here... Oh no, I can't lose the gold. I have a shop coming up where I have to remove a rare card, right? Okay, finally starting with the aggregate. That's beautiful. Compile driver. I should have done the... Oh, no. Okay, well, and I can't even remove that curse, right? Alright, 13. Let's do Doom and Gloom. Probably Cold Snap. Okay. Alright. Here I can do... Scrape is going to give me nothing useful. Let's do Beam Cell. Probably will still... Actually, I can do Dual Cast and then Recursion. Alright. Then do Recursion here. Okay. Probably could have considered playing the Defragment there. Let's do that. Okay. Another 24. This is enough. Alright. Okay. Claw, Barrage, Rebound. I only had 1 Claw, but I think Barrage is... Oh, I had 2 Barrages. Alright, let's take a third one. Okay. Oh, membership card is beautiful. 50% discount on all products. Let's also first remove the upgraded core surge, which is a shame, but it will allow me to get Popper. And then I could take Horn Cleat. It will cost me all my gold, though. And I like Shiny is almost impossible, so I think instead I'll focus on cards. So let's take Doom and Gloom number 2, Turbo number 2. And then I could also afford Loop, my first one. Let's also grab an Energy Push, because I feel like sometimes I am a little low on energy. Okay. And then losing 5 max HP, it's almost impossible to get any max HP modifiers at this point. Theoretically possible, but I'm a little worried I might die. So let's risk it, and then I will see if I would have had a chance of getting more max HP. Yeah, I will see if I would have been able to get stuffed or well-fed even. Alright, where is the curse coming up? Not for some time, so I can actually do aggregate and then play everything else. Beautiful. Alright, sweeping. I will need some block, though. Yeah, I don't have enough at the moment. Another beam cell, or I need to kill on time. One of those two. Turbo is good. Loop, okay. Sweeping beam. Can I get like a block card, like one of my glaciers? Alright, yeah, I can also kill on turn 1. I'm good with that. We got Singbo. With adding cards into deck, you may raise some extra by 2 instead. There's a Tempest, so if I had the, let's go this way. If I had the Seek, that would have been really fun. I still think it's fun, right? No, actually, let's do Glacier and then Tempest. That might be slightly better. Also allows me to be fully defended. Alright. Okay, well, lots of incoming here. Let's do Beam Cell. Compile Driver will give me a Loop, which I probably don't really need. Let's do Barrage. Compile Driver. Sweeping Beam. Okay, that is enough to get rid of the backliners, so I preserve some HP. Actually, I feel like if I didn't heal, I would have taken a lot more damage, so I'm sort of glad I healed. Alright, there's an aggregate again. Beautiful. I can do Doom and Gloom, Barrage, Glacier, Doom and Gloom again. I probably don't think... Oh, that was enough. Beautiful. Leap Ball, Lightning, Charge Battery. I had 1 Charge Battery, right? Let's take a second one. Who knows? Maybe I can get a collect bonus for that. Alright, Spire Growth. Getting the debuff right away. Aggregate is not showing up anytime soon. Well, yep, at the bottom. And then followed by the Curse. Alright, let's do Sweeping Beam. Compile Driver will give me Defragment. Sure, let's do Compile Driver and then Defragment. Alright. 22. Reinforced Body at 2 energy. No, a 3 energy. Oh, actually, I need a 3 energy one. Wow, alright, let's do Reinforced Body to avoid taking too much damage. I'm still taking damage here. Luckily, only 1 damage with Tori. Alright, here, let's do Beam Cell. Look at that, 3 streamlines. And, yeah, fine, let's accept the damage here. Barrage is the only thing I can play. Start to get really worried about losing way too much HP. Good thing I rested. Without that, I would have been dead. Let's do Glacier here. Okay, then Turbo, that's very good. I can do Defragment, Dual Cast, Loop, Charge Battery. At least that gives me a little bit of block. Okay. And then 16, let's do Glacier again, Compile Driver, Turbo. Should I do capacitor? Yeah, actually, the aggregate is showing up. Actually, next turn I have aggregate and tempest. So I don't think I'll do the capacitors at all. Okay. Yeah, at least I got aggregate tempest at the same turn. Beautiful. I could have played a few more cards to get ink bottle closer to 10, but this is fine. Got a block potion, very useful. I had enough streamlines, right? And yes, I do have 2 charge pads. Let's take a third one. And then going left for 2 more elites. Here I got kunai. Every time I play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dexterity. And did I mess up? Oh, I messed up. I should have gone left. There's no reason to go for a rest set here. Well, I can gain strength, I guess. Alright. Can't complain about that. Okay. And then here I got the Reptomancer. Oh boy. Let's see where the aggregate is. Yep. Again, very close to the bottom of my deck. Alright. Let's start with Sweeping Beam. Will give me Equilibrium. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Let's do Equilibrium and Boot Sequence to be fully defended here. Okay. Alright, everyone is attacking me here. That is not good. That is not good at all. Alright, so, I need to get rid of the minions somehow, right? Drink the energy potion. Let's do Cold Snap, okay. Then, how do I do this? I mean, I probably should do Streamline as well. I have to do charge battery, so that's 9. No, there's no way I can defend, even if I drink the block potion, right? So, not going to even tempted. Let's just do the defragment. Okay, I am losing a lot of HP here, though. At least have some card draw. And unfortunately, lots more incoming. Aggregate is still not coming up anytime soon, right? I think there's much I can do. I will draw a bullseye next turn. Turbos is really what I need. Let's try to get to the turbo by doing this and a claw. And then I can play the turbo. That allows me to also do Glacier. Okay. So that's 12 plus 7 is 19. I still need some block. I have to do another Glacier. That at least is enough. All right. And then let's do Streamline. Okay. At this point, I have to be careful not to die. Do I have a rest out of this? I do not. Okay. So I'm a little low on HP. Let's do Beam Cell. Scrape will give me a turbo. Okay. I can do the turbo, then do Barrage. Oh boy, 9 plus 12 is 21, I need 26. I hate it, but I think I have to also play the block potion to be able to survive here. No, never mind, evoking the Frost Orbs was enough, good. And the next turn I should have the aggregate, right? And of course I'm not being attacked here, that's fine. Let's do Capacitor, Compile Driver, Doom and Gloom, Barrage, then Charge Battery. The Kunai is helping me with the extra... Oh, great, I blew all of my energy on the Reinforced Body, which I didn't even need this turn. What is coming up next turn? A Beam Cell, at least I can play that, alright. And then next turn, if I can kill with only playing 1 card, that would be ideal. Beautiful. That way I have the ink bottle ready. Got Toxic Egg, whenever you add a skill into a deck, upgraded. A Fear Potion and Hologram probably, right? I already have a Claw, but it's going to be hard to get a Claw Collector bonus, and the Hologram might be much better. Okay, Giant Head. Let me look ahead when the aggregate is coming up this time. What a surprise. It's at the bottom of my deck again. Ah, boy. Alright. I guess my deck is kind of large, so I shouldn't be too surprised here. I think I'll just play the Equilibrium. Save this hand for next turn. Okay. Alright, not being attacked. There's a Tempest with a Turbo. That's interesting. Should I do Fusion? Next turn I do have Glacier and Defragment. That might be good. Alright, I think I'll do Fusion here. Then Turbo. Then, should I do Barrage? A Cold Snap might not be a bad idea. Cold Snap, Claw. Then Barrage, and then Tempest. Should I do Charge Battery? Because next turn I do have the 2 Defragments. No, I also have the Tempest next turn. Let's just do the... actually, I can still do this and do the Charge Battery, alright? Alright, 13. Sweeping Me will give me a Beam Cell. Let's do Turbo first, then Defragment 1, Defragment 2. Then do Beam Cell, Sweeping Beam. Glacier. That is enough, luckily, alright. A little worried that I might not have enough damage. I only have 4 HP, so there's not much wiggle room here. Hologram. What can I... Do I have any card draw that I can bring back with the Hologram? I do have Turbo, so I can keep going a little bit with the Centennial Puzzle. The Unseen Top. I mean, yeah. So let's Hologram. I do have a lot of expensive cards in my hand. Let's Hologram the Turbo. Play that. Then do Sweeping Beam, Capacitor. Bullseye, Doom and Gloom, Charge... Oh, I can't do... Okay, I don't have enough energy for that. Fine. I would love to get the Frost Orb up front so I can use the Cool Blade Cables with it. Oh boy, I am drawing the Darkness. That's not going to be enough. Let's do Sweeping Beam. Okay, that does give me a Glacier, putting a Frost Orb front, so that's 25 plus 9, so I am fully defended this turn. Alright. Another 35, so I have 25 already. And there's a loop, although that will help me next turn only. Let's do beam cell. Compile driver will give me aggregate finally. Alright, let's do compile driver, then play the aggregate. Alright, phew. So I can play a bunch of stuff here. I don't even know if that's going to be enough, but I feel confident. Another capacitor. Okay, there's a doom and gloom. Reinforced body. Well, now I don't have any energy. I do have a lot of block, though. Oh, wow. That's a lot of block. Alright, fine. Okay. Only I can evoke the Dark Orb. That would deal a good amount of damage, right? Should I do another Glacier? Let's do another Glacier here. So that is 35 plus 5. That is enough block. Scrape will not give me anything good. There's a stack coming up next turn, though. Let's do Scrape just to be safe. And then Compile Driver will draw me 2 cards. Yeah, I think I can safely draw them. Alright. Alright, another 45. I can play the stack. That is enough. Skim is going to give me a double energy, which is not that useful. I can do Beam Cell, Stack, and Bias Cognition. Okay. Right, a little risky to have the Bias Cognition, but once I evoke the Dark Orb, that will be fine. Time-wise, I'm a little slow here. Alright, let's do Chill, Force Field, Rip and Tear, Stack, and Hello World. Okay. Alright, oh, I forgot about the Unseen Top, but it's fine. Just need to evoke the Dark Orb with the Cool-Headed. Beautiful. Alright, we got Omori negate the next Curse 15. I will take it just because it's too late for me to try to get Curse's Sweeping Beam. Did I have enough? No, that's beautiful. I'm getting collectors on those. Okay. And then here, yeah, I don't think I can get the time modifier. I played a little too slowly, like 3, I think. Scrape is going to give me nothing useful. I think I do want to play the Doom and Gloom next turn, so let's not play Scrape. Let's do Boot Sequence, Streamline, and Bullseye. Okay. Alright, 19. Let's do... I think I'll do Glacier and then... Ooh, Beam Cell and Barrage. That is enough to get rid of this guy. Okay. I do have to be careful. I only have 4 HP left, and I have 20 incoming here. Reinforced Body is 6 times 3. That is enough to be flow defended thanks to the Frost Orbs. Okay. Another 10. Aggregate is beautiful. Unfortunately, I do have the Curse of the Bell, which means I can't use the Unseen Top as much as I'd like, but I think this should still be enough. Beautiful. Got an attack potion, which I'll probably take over the Fear Potion, right? Okay. Rebound, Consume, Turbo. I had 2 turbos, right? Yeah, there is a small chance I might get a collectible, so let's take another turbo. And then here I got the Nemesis. Alright, let's do Bullseye. Should I do Compile Driver? There's an aggregate next turn. It's really tempting. Well, not tempting. I do want to play it, but is there anything I can do with Hologram? No, I think I'll just do... wait, Compile Driver. Yeah, let's do Compile Driver and Loop. And that's it. Okay. Next time the enemy is intangible, so I have to be a little careful, but I think with the aggregate, yeah, and it's not even the big attack, so I think I should be fine. Let's do aggregate, Glacier, Fusion, Barrage, Turbo, and then yeah, I'll keep this going. I think it's going to be a little boring, so I'll speed this up. Oh, I finished with the curse. Alright, that's fine. Another small attack, okay. Now I have Turbo and Compile Driver here, okay. I can do Beam Cell. I think I have to do Charge Battery, Cold Snap, alright. And then, actually, if I do Tempest, I'll be... Actually, no, I'm fully defended already, so let's not do Tempest. Sweeping Mist Turbo again. I think I'll just do Streamline and save the Turbo for next turn. Alright, luckily I'm not being attacked here. That's good. Let's do Claw, Beam Cell, and... you know what? I'm going to do Turbo and Glacier just to get Ink Bottle closer to 10. Okay. And then here, okay, big attack. Let's try to get something done here. Scrape is going to give me nothing useful. Equilibrium is not enough. Glacier might be the best thing I can come up with here. So let's do Glacier. So that's 31 plus 20. That's 51. That is enough. And I can do a Barrage here. Awesome. I might have been able to kill with the Barrage and the Scrape now that I think about it. It's fine. It's fine. Let's do another Barrage. Streamline. And, okay, I should play more cards again, trying to get Ink Bottle too close to 10. This is my last fight before the boss fight, right? Yeah. Alright, 18. Yeah, let's do Sweeping Beam. Chill, Capacitor, Charge Battery. Oh, okay, well. Alright, not happy that I still can't kill. Luckily, again, I'm not being attacked. So let's do Turbo, Compile Driver. And then I'm pretty sure any attack... Wow, I don't actually have an attack next turn. Boy. Let's do Tempest. This is going to guarantee a kill next turn, right? Okay. Oh, actually, it guarantees a kill this turn. Fine, good enough. Alright, I got Ginger Economic become weakened, which is fine. Defragment, Overcall, FTL. I had 2 defragments. Let's take a third one. I mean, I don't... Actually, I needed to pick up a card to get Inscription, right? Alright, good. And then here, I do have Pentagram, so I don't need to rest before the boss fight. And I also have the Ornithopter, so I will drink the Cultist Potion to heal back up a little as well. Okay. Not being attacked on turn 1. Where is the aggregate? Okay, it's not that deep in my deck. I still would like to draw things. So I think I will do Glacier and then Compile Driver. Okay. Alright, not a bad start. Okay, 30 incoming. That is a lot. I have not enough. Unless I drink the block potion, which I think I have to do. Next turn I have the agate. Alright, let's do but next turn I have the agate and the reinforced body is coming up fairly soon. Which still is fine. Let's do equilibrium. Wait, if I drink the block... I have to drink the block potion anyway, right? Is this enough? No, no. So I also have to play the charge battery. Alright, I don't think I'll need the beam cell this turn. Okay. Alright, 26. Here, let's do aggregate. Then, beam... Oh, I can only play 7 cards. I completely forgot about that. That is a problem. That is a problem. Alright, let's do Sweeping Beam. Then Glacier. Okay, then Recursion. So that's 8 plus 27... 17, that's 25. That's not enough. That is not enough. What do I do here? What do I do? I think I have to evoke orbs by doing Doom and Gloom and Sweeping Beam. So this is still not enough. Sweeping Beam is enough though. And then should I do Fusion? Might as well. No, let's do Capacitor and then Fusion. Okay. Oh, that's a reinforced body a little too late. At least I'm fully defended. Luckily I'm not being attacked here. That's good. There's a turbo next turn. That's nice too. Alright, let's do Beam Cell, Defragment, Barrage. Might as well do Streamline. Okay. Also gives me extra strength, which is... Or extra dex, I mean. 39. That is a lot. That is a lot. Alright, let's do Glacier. Then Compile Driver. Then, wait, can I play attacks to trigger the Kunai? Let's do that by doing Turbo, Claw, and Sweeping Beam. Okay. Then Charge Battery. I mean, that's the best I can do, right? Charge Battery here. And can I play 2 more cards? Wait. So I have 16 plus 29. That is 47. Yeah, that is enough. If I give the enemy extra strength, it'll be 15 times 5, 45. And I had 49. So that's still fine. So yeah, let's do Capacitor and Bullseye. Okay. Oh, it's 16. No, 1 short. I miscalculated. Because I'm vulnerable, I miscalculated. Ah, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. I feel like with a reload, I would have been able to do much better. I don't think playing the Tempest here makes any difference, so let's do the Fragments. Yeah, I'm very confident that... Here, let's do Doom and Gloom Darkness to get some Dark Orbs. I'm pretty sure with the reload, I shouldn't have miscalculated, or I should have, I don't know, played it. Did I have a defensive card? I feel like there was a way for me to defend still. Should I hologram the Tempest? Let's do that. Hologram the Tempest that I didn't play. Then do Turbo and Tempest. Okay. Evokes a bunch of Dark Orbs, gets me a bunch of Lightning Orbs. So that's 8 times 6, 64 damage every turn. I can only play 7 more cards next turn, but time-wise I did miss the 45-minute modifier. Let's see what the attack potion gives me. Meteor Strike, okay. Then Tempest, that gives me energy back. No, it doesn't. Well, it is enough to kill. Ah, bummer. Had to reload the Act 2 boss fight, and I'm pretty sure with a reload on the Act 3 boss, I would have perfected that one. 1285. Not a horrible score. Out to 9 elites, I perfected 5. Got 2 of the 3 bosses. Missed the last one by just a little bit. Overkill combo was fairly doable. Pauper was relatively easy. I think I would have been able to perfect things even if I didn't go for... even if I continued to not take rare cards, I guess. 3 collectibles, that's not too bad. So I started with the Glacier at the beginning. I also was able to pick up a collectibles on the Streamline and Sweeping Beam. I was close to getting one on Turbo, Doom and Gloom, Defragment, Charge Battery, Barrage. Okay, so definitely more would have been possible. Mystery Machine was also doable thanks to my different path. I also feel like I was able to get as many elites as possible by taking the path with more question mark rooms. But let me know in comments if you, by taking the other guaranteed elite path, you might have been able to get more elites that way. Alright, okay, yeah, I'm not doing that great. 17th, okay, not that bad, not that amazing. 1 point above Wonder Monkey. I suspect that happens because I took a different path. Also not a multiple 25 away from Hobo, so that probably is also indicative that people took different path. Yep, 10 points above Jenny. That means that I had, what is that, 1 more Act 2 elite, I guess, or one more elite and some other act. If I had perfected the last boss, 1385, let's see where that would have put me. 1385 would have put me, nobody has that, would have put me in 27th place. Pelt's at 1363. That's exactly 25, no, well, that's 23, wait, no, yeah, that's not a multiple of 25 away. Anyway, missing that last boss was definitely hurt my score, but then there's definitely room for improvement by getting more collector bonuses. Anyway, let's review the scores from yesterday. Alright, so yesterday was a silent run with the Curse Run, Boo cards, and Midas modifiers. So Gemino ended up getting 1634, which is exactly how much I would have been able to get if I had gotten lucky at the end, and if I had gotten the Highlander modifier, I would have gotten 1634 as well, but unfortunately I got a duplicate with the very last boss. Gemino did not go for Highlander. Gemino went for collector bonuses, got 2 collectors with the Apparition and Bites that I think most people were offered. Because of that, he also was able to get Encyclopedian, which I missed by 1 card, and did get Well Fed instead of the Stuff modifier. He did mention that if he had 2 more curses offered, he would have been able to get stuffed. Was able to affect 7 of the 9 elites, all the bosses, and yeah, I mean, amazing score. I think in retrospect, obviously, if I did go for Highlander, I would have been able to at least get, well, 2 collector bonuses and Encyclopedia, and that still would have left me 50 points shy of Gemino. Actually, I guess I did go for rare cards and Gemino didn't, so Gemino was able to get the Pauper modifier. Yeah, congratulations, perfecting everything without any rare cards. Then you have Goldberry with 1584, making it the top 20. Congratulations, Goldberry perfected 7 of the 9 elites, all the bosses, also had 2 collectors. I suspect those are the Apparitions and Mites. Was able to get Overkill and Encyclopedian and did not go for Pauper. Mentioned that the rare cards did help, and that I think explains the difference to Gemino of exactly 50 points. Then you also have David and Crocus tied at 1584 as well, theoretically and 20th place, all of them. David, you can check out his Twitch stream, perfected 5 of the 9 elites, all the bosses, also had 2 collector bonuses, also was able to get Well Fed, Overkill, Encyclopedian, and Pauper. David does mention that he regrets going for Pauper though, because I think he thinks that with more rare cards, he would have been able to perfect some of the elites. 5 of 9 is a little low, I could imagine it just being having some bad luck once in a while. Then you have Crocus with the same score. Crocus got 8 of the 9 elites, just like me, all the bosses. Now, interestingly, Crocus only got 1 collector bonus, and more interestingly, that collector bonus was not on either the Apparition or Bites, which he was offered, but instead was on the injuries. Now, Crocus mentioned that he rejected the Apparitions because he thought that with the Apparitions, it would have been almost impossible to get the Stuff modifier, which I guess Gemino confirmed. But theoretically, I definitely had some curse runs before where you are able to get the Apparitions and then still get the Stuff modifier. So, but yeah, Crocus didn't take them and instead was able to get the Stuff modifier though, so it, I think, evened out. Crocus also was able to get Mr. Machine, Encyclopedian, and Overkill, and then Crocus mentioned that people up here are probably, well, including myself, all the ones, what he called the whales, who end up blowing, like, what was it, over 1,500 gold just to buy the red mask. I mean, if it comes up at the end, right, might as well. Then you have the Dark with 1561. I end up with 1534. I perfected 8 of the 9 elites. I only missed the very first Lagavulin, got all the bosses. And then, yeah, as I mentioned, I missed the Highlander modifier. I had 5 curses going into the boss fight, and unfortunately I got a duplicate injury. Did not get Overkill or combo. Also missed Encyclopedian by 1, and at least was able to get more than 3,000 gold, though I think most people got that because of the Mind Bloom event. Then you have Ori here with 1488. Yavos got 1484. And Steven got 1433, Peltz got 1427, and then Roland just barely missed the top 100 with 1409, so did Grimgoth with 1388. Grimgoth perfected 4 of the 9 leads, missed the boss though, so that explains the slightly lower score. Also was able to get 2 collect bonuses and Well Fed, so I suspect they took the Apparitions and Mites. Was able to get Mr. Machine, I like Shiny, and got more than 3,000 gold. Alex died yesterday to what he calls the Hexadouche. I can definitely see that, especially if you lose too much HP. And yeah, I got a little lucky yesterday with the Wraith form showing up in the right turn. But yeah, anyway, that was it for yesterday. Let me know in the comments what you did for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.